the States, and so I didn't have to go through the childhood that you've seen in the video. But I did see a lot of that when I went for a whole summer, and where we stayed was in a very impoverished area, and I got to witness the lifestyle that was there. And I think that we as a people, like for Filipino Americans like that were born here, we have a responsibility to give back, because it's the least that we can do to make sure that others can have it better. And if we don't, I don't know who else will.
After the panel is finished speaking, the question is open for the audience to speak, so if a couple of you would like to share your experiences or to address the question, please repeat it.
Or you just go ahead and speak out. Don't be shy. It's an open discussion.
Let it out. No?
No?
Can I say something? Yeah. I mean, I'm so glad to hear these things from you guys, especially the fact that, despite the fact that you've spent all your lives here, you still have that concern and feeling to help, you know, the Philippines. For me, I grew up there. That was a different story. My parents were pretty well off. I went to a very expensive school back home. One of the best universities back home when I came here. The only time I went to public school was when I came here. I've always been in a private institution. I was very different. But on the other hand, I was brought up by the Jesuits, you know, priests, to actually emphasize the concern for others, to give back to, you know, people that are in fact in need. That's the reason why I became very active in the community here. And that is the reason why I established, as president of the Big Bend Filipino American Association, a scholarship program in the Philippines. So we, in fact, fund several scholars in the Philippines, particularly those who are poor, but deserving college students. We fund them for the entire 4-year courses, because the money can go a long way. That's one of the things that we're doing. And maybe, in fact, this summer I'll be able to work I'm being hired actually with the U.S. Agency for International Development, which is USAID, to do consulting work over there to help, you know, improve education as it relates to economic development in the Philippines. And I'm so happy to have the opportunity so I could help them, you know. Because I came here as a World Bank scholar. I was sent by the government to study here, but I decided to stay. So now it's time for me to give back, you know, and to help out. But I think you're right. You know, one way or the other, the problem is so big that it is hard. I mean, we can solve all the problems in the Philippines. You know, we've been giving a lot of donations to a lot of the, you know, we have all these calamities going on in the Philippines. You know, we're hit by the typhoons probably, I don't know how many times a year. You know, it's just in that part of Asia. So we raise a lot of money here and send it to the Philippines. I mean, that's what this group does. But we can only do so much, you know, because at the same time, like in my case, I'm also doing a lot of things for the city, the homeless here, the shelter. You know, my group raised a lot of money to feed the, you know, the homeless in the shelter right now, Tallahassee. Because I also believe that we need to take care of our own people here. The resources have been divided. But on the other hand, you're right. We need to do something in our own little ways. You know, in our own little ways. For those who do not know, the Philippines was in fact second. We had the second largest economy in Asia, second to Japan. I mean, Korea was still devastated by the war, you know, at the time. A lot of these countries in Asia. And we were way, way ahead in education and economic development. Then, you know, Marcos came and just destroyed the whole thing. You know, so, and I was there at the time.
Thank you.